the South Pole. Sheets of ice are breaking away and falling into the ocean, the scaling temperature of the atmosphere melting away the ice caps. It's happening as I speak, and the new coats of ice will too succumb to the shifting temperatures and break away in a now endless cycle. The result is a benefactor of many sources. The most prominent is a subject well defined by its topicality in the years leading up to 2019. I am speaking, of course, of global warming. Our world, the planet Earth, is getting worse, and we aren't doing anything to fix it. The world today is a shining example of humanity's mechanical and technological development. The concept of a petrol-driven car is one that couldn't have possibly been imagined a few hundred years ago, but today we couldn't imagine its not being a possibility. Commercial goods are similarly a thriving industry. Plastics and metals used to construct helpful everyday items, such as household goods and gaming systems. It is unquestionable whether we are in a blooming age of technological prowess, but in our haste to love and support this agreeable ease to life, we overlook alarming matters. It's already cost us countless species, and threatens a worse quality of life for everyone. Factories. They produce the materials for these goods, or even the items themselves, and in the process, exude enormous proportions of pollution that drifts up into the atmosphere. These emissions are largely carbon, with some nitrogen, and are commonly referred to as greenhouse gases. As they increase the global temperature of the planet, threatening increased sea level, destruction of many species and habitats, and progressively worsening livelihood of all generations to come. The protective atmospheric layer known as the ozone layer, acting much like the glass of a greenhouse, keeping heat trapped inside. The problem is that human progression tends to create greenhouse gases and pollution, which is exponentially heating the atmosphere, and the ozone layer is trapping the heat inside. The consequences are disastrous. The most publicly knowledgeable of these consequences are the disappearance of the polar ice caps, and some effort has been made against this already, with families actively cracking down on recycling to produce less carbon emissions and waste. But many simply don't care about this, and live ordinary lives under the assumption that it won't affect them. Well, the sea level is rising. It's rising 3.2 millimeters every year, and it's only increasing as demand continues to expand it. It's rising 3.2 millimeters every year, and it's only increasing as demand continues to expand. It almost seems impossible for such dramatic change to take place. After all, the comfort that comes from a modern consumer lifestyle is many people's goal in life, so why would they want to change their minds? Perhaps they don't expect what's to come. For the past 10,000 years, the Earth has been in a uniquely warm state, with largely unchanging climates and ecosystems that we call the Holocene. During this time, plant life on Earth has flourished, as have thousands of species of animals. Humanity now drives global warming, destabilising this preserved era and disturbing the environments and habitats that these animals have come to survive in, as well as drastically altering the Earth's weather cycles and patterns and causing the extinction of thousands of species. The normal extinction rate of the Earth is around 10 species per year, but the rate today has grown larger than 1,000 species a year, and even more species have been forced to migrate north due to inhospitable climate for their species. This causes more pest-like species to migrate into civilized areas, like ticks or rodents, lowering the overall quality of life and making living conditions unfortunate.